I just wanted to record a quick 10-minute video. Um, so I'm just going through my journey about going no contact with my mom or low contact with my narcissistic mom and also my dad as well, but mostly my mom. So the holiday just passed, Memorial Day, and I went to visit my mom. Um, she also has my nephew because we lost my sister, and my mom is taking care of my nephew. And I would like to, but the GALs, they don't believe me. You know how they say the black sheep is the one that tells the truth. So I tell the truth, and the GALs, they don't believe me. But that's another story. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what happened when I went to visit and why I decided to go low contact with my mom instead of no contact. So while visiting my nephew, I did have fun. I had a good time. I did miss him. But what I noticed about my mom is, and I also posted on my Facebook page, Narcissism in Our Mothers. My mom, she likes to use the bathroom with the door open. And she's been doing this since me and my brother have been teenagers as well. And as we got older, we would start to tell her, can you please close the door when you use the bathroom? Please. When you bathe yourself, when you use the bathroom, close the door. She leaves it open. When you walk around, can you walk around with some clothes on, please? She walks around in her underwear, and then when we ask her to put something on or close the bathroom door, she gets angry at us. She starts calling us names. She starts cursing at us. And if you have experienced this as well, please leave it in the comments to let everyone know that we are not alone here. That we do have narcissistic parents that like to use the bathroom with the door open. And I have seen a few videos as well, but very few, not very many, on why our parents like to use the bathroom with the doors open, why they like to bathe in front of us, why they barge into the bathrooms when we are in the bathrooms ourselves, using the bathrooms or taking a shower. They don't care about our boundaries. So I went through this with my mom, and I'm noticing her doing it with my nephew. He was using the bathroom, and she's like, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door. He's trying to use the bathroom. Give him a second to use the bathroom. When he's done, he can open the door and then he can wash his hands. But let him have that privacy to use the bathroom with the door closed. They don't care about boundaries. And she's doing this to my nephew, mind you. And so my son and I, we spent the last night at her house. The next morning, my son is in the bathroom brushing his teeth and washing his face. And so she's telling my son, open the door, open the door, open the door. I mean, give him a few minutes to brush his teeth and wash his face, please. They don't care. They don't care. And I think she did that to my son to get a rise out of me. She wanted me to get upset, which I did not get upset. I ignored her. So I'm learning how to ignore her while I go low contact because I realize now I can't go no contact. My nephew is only 6, and I want to be here for him, and I am going to be here for him. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm trying to teach him. It's okay to close the door for privacy. When you go use the bathroom, it's okay to close the door for privacy. And I'm still teaching my son that as well. My son has autism and other special needs. Uh, all the years we spent with my mom, sometimes my son still uses the bathroom with the door open. But most times he's learning how to close the bathroom door when he's in the bathroom, and I am so proud of him. But it's not his fault. It was what my mom did to him or what she taught him, and she's trying to do that to my nephew. So I realized that I can't quite go no contact. I have to be there for my nephew, be there to guide him and to teach him. I'm going to ignore her. If she pokes at me, I'm not going to let her get a rise out of me. like they say, just respond with no emotion. Yes, no, or I just ignore her. Like, for example, before I left, there was a woman on television, a model, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful and pretty." And she was on the phone with her flying monkey. And so she says, "I remember when my daughter Melody used to be pretty like her. I don't know what happened to her. She's not pretty anymore. She just stopped taking care of herself." And I was standing right next to my mom. She wanted me to get upset. I ignored it. I didn't say anything, actually. I just ignored it. I'm like, whatever, you know? So I'm going to learn how to ignore her and be there for my nephew and teach him. Another thing I noticed with my nephew, I think I spoke about this before, but she was still doing it while I was visiting for the holiday. She likes to poke at a 6-year-old child and get him upset and angry. And then when he gets a little upset, she calls her flying monkeys and she cries on the phone, "Boo hoo, listen to how he treats his grandmother. I do so much for him." But they don't know what was just happening 2 minutes ago, you know? So, yes, I'm going to go low contact. I'm not going to be able to go no contact, but I'm just going to ignore her when she takes her jabs at me. And when she takes her jabs at my nephew, that is a process I have to work on. And I am going to do more research and learn more on how to respond to my mom when she's doing harmful things to my nephew, because I love him. That's my baby. He's so sweet. And she makes him out to be a bad guy. He's horrible. You don't know him. He's so sweet, kind, and caring. And he wants to help everyone, even my mom. He feels bad for her like I do. And I'm thinking he's going to be empathetic like I am. And I don't want that to cause him to be abused even more by my mom. So that's my short holiday visit story with my mom, and why I decided to go low contact instead of no contact. And yeah, so I'm probably going to have more stories about how she uses the bathroom with the door open, and she likes to bathe in front of us. She still does it in front of my nephew, and how she barged in on me, when I was growing up, and some other horrible stories. But I don't know how the exact words I can use on YouTube about what she exactly did to me. It does involve my underwear as a little girl, but that's a story for another day. Um, I'm going to take a walk right now. It's sunny outside and burn some calories. I like to work out. Working out does help me. I have a punching bag. This morning, I was actually punching it and getting some of that out. And it actually helps. It helps a lot. So, if you want, you can like and subscribe. If not, it's okay. You can follow my Facebook, Narcissism in Our Mothers, as well. And you can follow here. Most times I will leave longer videos on Facebook because I can do that on Facebook, but here my phone is telling me I only have 11 minutes, so that's why I have to make it fast, a fast story. So I do want to hear some of your stories about your narcissistic parents as well, how they used the bathroom with the door open, what you did, and how you thought it was normal like I was until I got older. I realized that it's not normal to do that. I've even heard some people say she's grooming your nephew. You have to watch out for that. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. And that's why, another reason why I said I cannot go no contact right now. I have to be there for my nephew. Now it's not the time. Maybe when he gets older and he's able to have his own cell phone and his own way to contact me and talk to me, I will go no contact with my mom. But for now, it's going to be low contact so I can be there for him, and teach him and tell him you're not alone. And Auntie is here and I do love you. Another thing I forgot to bring up, let's tell this story really fast. Sleeping. My son and my nephew was sleeping, and my mom wakes up 3:30 in the morning, turns on the lights, waking up my nephew and my son. She didn't wake me up because I was sleeping in another bedroom, but she's waking my nephew up to poke at him some more, to get him upset, and I could just hear him yelling through the door. I don't know if she did that to get a rise out of my nephew, or she wanted me to wake up and come in there and start getting angry because she knows I love my nephew. That's I always say I'm an auntie and mom, but I have two boys, my son and my nephew. That mama bear comes out for my son and my nephew, so she wanted me to come out and be, but I did not. And I could hear my nephew through the door telling my mom multiple times, I love you. I love you. And my mom says, oh, yeah, yeah. And the second time he said, I love you. She says, yeah, 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 I love you too. You know? So, yeah, I'm going to be there for my nephew, and I'm going to let him know that I do love him. And when I do talk to him on the phone, I try to make it known, and I try to tell him every time I love you before I end the phone call. So I want him to know that he's not alone and I'm here and I do care about him and I do love my nephew. So the next trip I'm planning to take will be Thanksgiving to visit my nephew, not my mom. Not my mom, only my nephew. So until next time, guys, let's support each other, be supportive, no negative comments, I will delete them. We're here to support each other and follow my other pages, and take care of yourselves, and let's share some of your stories. Bye, guys.